Special episode, special guest. The MizFitz are here. We welcome you to another episode. This is a short take, not a full episode, but we got a special guest. And Chris, please forgive me. How do I pronounce your last name? I forgot to ask.
My last name is Gertz.
Gertz. Okay, perfect. Yes. We have Chris Gertz here, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
He is a participant in next week's event.
Saturday, not next week.
I thought it was the 12th.
No, you're right. Correction. Next week.
Well, yeah.
Saturday.
8 more days.
And counting. I'm sure you're ready to get it over with. But Chris, go ahead and just give us the name of the event that's coming up. Just give us the name and the title of, everything.
Okay, well, they're calling it the NYPD versus Corrections and Friends Smoker. They do these events like 4 times a year. This is our 3rd one we're doing now. My 2nd one that I'm involved in personally. I did one in the Bronx this past August. That was my first one. And so, for charities, for New York cops and kids, all the money's raised for them. Keep the gyms open for the kids so they can work out for free.
Good stuff.
And I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of pros have come out of this program. Actually, Bruce Carrington's an Olympian this year. He's going to be fighting in the Olympics this year. He's from the program. Chris Colbert, he's a WBC champion, I think, right now. He's also from this program. So this program really works, and it's really good for the kids. And we really stand behind it with them. So we like it a lot.
That's what's up. That's great information and great news. Obviously, it's all for the bigger cause, helping the kids, keeping the gyms open, man. These kids need to have activities.
Mm-hmm.
They need to have, the ability to do things other than play games and, unfortunately, get in trouble.
Right.
But
get them out the house.
Reason for the special guest. Go ahead, Chips. What you said?
I said, get them out the house because mine don't leave the house.
But the reason for the special guest this episode, guys, is Chris is actually facing one of our very own Puda, a.k.a. Kirkland. They're facing head-to-head. Their fight is scheduled, I believe it's the 10:20 or 10 o'clock hour. Their fight is in the 10 o'clock hour that night. But we wanted to get him on here. We wanted to get him a little riled up, try and give Kirkland some, some jabs. But we'll see what we can get out of Chris today, man. Chris, again, we definitely appreciate you for doing this and tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, our pleasure, man. Our pleasure. But let's just get started, man. Tell us about yourself.
I'm a sanitation worker. I've been on the job. I'm about to start my 17th year.
Wow.
I'm about to turn 50 this year also.
Bet.
Yeah. What else? So I got a couple of kids. I don't know. That's not too much. I don't really talk about myself, but
got you. 17 years on the job is excellent, man. That's definitely commendable. Sanitation, any line, any public figure job, in New York. Period. I commend. Cause
thank you. Yeah, I love my job. I love it. I really love it. So
that's good. And you saying you about to be 50, man. I need to get into your shape. Sheesh.
This is from picking up garbage. No. I mean, I like to work out. Whatever. I gotta stay fit for the job. Because the job really takes a toll on your body. So
got you.
That's just part of it, I guess.
That's how you keep that young face, huh? I see.
I told you I was going to shave,
so. So Chris, let me ask. Along the lines, you said you was you're 17 years on the job as a sanitation worker. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of lifting, and it's a lot of exerting your body. You got to have physical strength. When and where or how did you get into boxing from doing sanitation work?
Okay, well, that's actually that's a good question. About 2 years ago, I always wanted to box, but the workout is very, it's boxing gyms are kind of intimidating, kind of like when you first go to like a regular gym. It's a little intimidating till you get there, whatever. Boxing gyms I always thought a little intimidating also, but it's always something I wanted to do. So about 2 years ago, me and my friend Tom there was a boxing gym, Sweatbox. It's in Sunset Park. It's right up the block from where we work, where our garage is.
Okay.
And we went there and checked it out, and we've been going there pretty much ever since. I've really fell in love with it. I mean, it's a really tough workout. I don't do it all the time. At the beginning when I first started, but I got more into it, and then we decided to start. Me and Tommy started the boxing team. We're like, oh, maybe we can do something with this. The cops and the firemen fight each other. Maybe we can get involved, and that's just how it kind of took off.
And so you said you were turning 50 soon, right?
I'll be 50 in September. Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
To think that you're boxing at 50 years old is crazy. That's first, right? But
Yes.
are you one of, if not the oldest fighter on the card that night?
Probably. I would. Yeah, probably.
Wow.
And it's funny because it's hard. These fights. This is my second one. The first one, I don't know if you know the story, but I'll give you a quick backstory. The first fight I was going to have was with this police officer, and he had a heart attack while training.
Wow.
I think he was a little bit older than me. I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
He had a heart attack while training, so I ended up fighting a 32-year-old guy who had experience. He had like 4 or 5 smokers. They only had like 4 days of training though, but
hey, don't worry.
Not too many guys my age.
We saw the fight. You looked good, so don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you.
We saw the footage. Yeah, we definitely saw the footage, and you didn't look bad. Strong left hand. Looks like the southpaw.
Yeah, you saw the video. I'm a lefty. Yeah.
Strong left hand. We definitely saw the footage. It's on tape, and now you definitely match it. I see the shoulders still.
That's from, like I said, like I originally I like to go like work out in the gym mostly, just lift weights and all this stuff. I used to be a little bit bigger, but with all this cardio that I've been doing in the last couple of years with boxing, it's kind of like trimmed down, more like a lean look now. I mean, in that video, in that fight, I was actually a little bit bigger than I am now, but
okay. Well, that was going to bring me to my next question. What would you say a day in your training for these events is?
Well, we go to the boxing gym, and then we do that for like an hour or whatever. So we got, put it this way. So it's work, boxing. I go to the regular gym in the afternoon sometimes, not all the time. Okay. And then I run at night.
Okay.
So after I do this with you guys, I'm gonna go for a run. So.
Oh wow, that's
he got to get ready. He down to the last week.
You can't be letting this old man out here show you up, man. You gotta get out there and get the money, man. Like this crazy.
I might go walk tomorrow. I don't know. I might.
That's funny.
So Chris.
Yes.
So let's get to some boxing talk with this upcoming match with our brother Puda, Kirkland, aka Puda, as we call him. So you're an older vet. Mm-hmm. It's not your first time fighting. Mm-hmm. This is Puda's first time. I think he was supposed to participate in the event in October, but for whatever reason, he didn't make that event. So this is his first fight.
Okay.
We are MizFitz. We are centered around sports, but we talk about other topics as well. So we we know boxing fairly well, and so we know the trends that people like to talk about when a fight is upcoming. You being the older fighter, Puda being much younger than you, more might be more athletic at this point in his life.
That's fair to say. Yeah, he's what, 37 years old, I think.
Yeah, about 37. Mm-hmm. So, do you think that one, because you have the more experience, that gives you the edge, or do you think a younger fighter who's more quicker on his feet, has the edge over you, even though he hasn't fought professionally before?
That's a good question. Let me see. Well, I'm not like it's my second smoker, correct? So the first fight, when I went into the first fight, I was really, really nervous. So, I try to train as hard as possible. I think because it's mostly younger guys that I have to fight in these things. I have to work a little bit harder. So it's I know that he's 6'3", so I've been fighting 6'3" guys or better in the gym when we spar.
He get ready. I hope you're watching this, Puda. He get ready.
We have to go by what we saw, and I only saw a picture of him real quick. I know he's really tall. He's got long arms, so he's got a long reach. His jab is going to be really, it's going to be out here.
Right.
But we got to figure out what to do with that, and I have to train a little bit harder because I am the older guy. So yeah, for me personally, if I'm sitting here and I'm thinking that he is running, I'm going to go run. If I think he's lifting, I'm going to go lift. If he's sparring today, I'm going to be sparring. It just gets in my head like that. I just have to, I basically worry more about myself. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. I just know he's really tall. I have to worry about his height and his height.
Yeah.
We're the same weight. I have to worry about his height. He's really tall. That's all I have to worry about.
I mean, that's definitely
young doesn't really. His age doesn't. I don't know if it's really going to come into. I don't know. I don't really think about the age. I think about his height more than anything, to be honest.
Got you. I mean, and that makes sense because in shape is in shape. If you're ready, you're ready. Age doesn't really make a difference. But I would say, being that this isn't your first one, like you said, you're not a pro, but how those rounds feel. How the atmosphere and the crowd and the lights.
Let me tell you, that's the biggest thing that I don't know. The anxiety before you go into the ring is ridiculous. When we did I did the one in the Bronx. There's 3,000 people surrounding the ring. I know you saw the crowd was on the bottom with the people on the top. There's people everywhere. And it was really, really. I only watched one fight. I watched my friend Tommy fight, and I sat in the back and didn't look at anybody because the crowd can be overwhelming. Right. I'm hoping there's going to be more people here at the Garden. I sold over 120 tickets myself just out of the bar and all this stuff already. So
that's what's up.
There's going to be like 6,000 people here. And that's a lot of people. Look on the 6,000. So yeah, the anxiety of the crowd is that you have to fight that too. That's a big. I don't know how. It's a big one. The crowd is big. It is what it is. I mean, if you have stage fright and it hits you,
this ain't for you. If you
yeah, because it's for real. Like, and everybody's watching you. Everyone's gonna be watching us. It's gonna be fun. Plus the people who stream it.
So, right. Absolutely. Yep. So I'm not in New York. I currently live in Richmond, Virginia. So I will be watching via stream.
Great.
So I look forward to a good couple of fights. But obviously, I'm looking forward to your fight and just to, see the energy and see the atmosphere. I wish I was there, but I think it's going to be
there. I'll be there front and center. I'll be there. and I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm rooting for my brother. You know what I'm saying? So you're a nice guy. I appreciate you doing the show, but I'm gonna be on your ass in the hands, all right? But I also told my brother if you get to him, I'm gonna be heckling his ass too. So it could go either way. You know what I mean?
Man, obviously.
Listen, in a 1 minute round, I mean, I don't know if you guys watch the other smokers, but sometimes it's not so much boxing. Sometimes it turns into brawling. I mean,
right.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of trying to figure out the other person, and you're
have to do it really fast. Like you have to figure it out really quick because a minute goes. Actually, I mean, a minute is long when you're in the ring, but in boxing, you don't have time. We don't have time to feel each other out. But
the sense of trying to get a rhythm is kind of difficult.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you don't have the 4 or 5 rounds to take it easy and figure it out. You only got 3 1-minute rounds to go at it. Yeah, to get at it. Yep.
So listen, I hope we can box. I mean, brawling is whatever, but I mean, I hope we can box. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Because my fight, I know you guys saw my last fight. It was a little bit. There was a little brawling in the end of the first round, but it kind of was like boxing. The guy Yen and I have become good friends. We talk here and there. It was more of a boxing. Some other fights were just punch each other in the face as fast as you can and see
after your first round, you guys definitely, you can see that you guys settled down and like that anxiety and that adrenaline slowed down a little bit, and it was like, okay, let's get back to what we worked on in the gym. You could definitely see that after that first round.
Yeah, exactly. Because the first round, and being my first time, and it was his like fourth or fifth, I forget, but I was just getting off that nervous energy, and it was like it really does hit you big time. I'm not gonna lie, it plays its toll. But yeah, once you burn it off in the first round, and and you continue on, it gets a little better.
So obviously, the main thing is obviously it's for the charity. I wish you guys, both of you, and everybody fighting a healthy turnout. Obviously we support you guys. I understand you got a couple questions for us though, so throw them out there.
I want you to tell me a little bit about Kirkland. I mean, I want to hear something. Is he a righty or a lefty? I mean, does he train? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what does he like to do? Tell me a little bit about him. I don't want to just go in there and not be like, hey, what's up?
I'll give you this scoop. I'll give you this scoop without giving you too much. You're absolutely spot on with assuming that he's training every day, because he is.
Good.
He is definitely anticipating this. Like you said, it is his first one, and he knows this isn't your first one, so he's definitely going into it with the mindset of you have a little bit of an advantage.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because listen, this is Madison Square Garden no matter what, and you don't want to go there and not be prepared. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like a good opportunity to first fight at your 20th fight. It's still Madison Square Garden. And you want to show up and look good for your friends and look good for yourself, whatever. Like, you want to put on a good show and, hopefully win. I mean, you don't want to go there not knowing what you're doing and just be like, oh, yeah, I'm here and whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. I mean, listen, that's how I figured this the whole time, that he was going to work, train. And I'm glad, and he should be, because it's MSG, you know what I mean? So it's going to be great.
Yeah, that's definitely the key. I would say, be prepared, like you said, protect yourself at all times.
100%.
But, have fun too. That's a part of it too. A lot of people forget, just have some fun, enjoy yourself, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the event itself.
We're the 19th fight out of 22. It's a long wait. We get to watch a lot of stuff. There's gonna be a lot of people there.
Keep your legs loose.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
So Chris, before we close out this quick interview, I want to ask you, one, what you coming out in? We just watched Deontay Wilder and Fury fight. Fury got carried out on the the stage in the King's chair. Deontay came out in a 45-pound suit that he used as his excuse to get his butt whipped. What do you plan on coming out in? Or are you just coming out like the regular Joe, here to put your boxing skills to the test, and you mean business, or are you gonna put a show on for the crowd? And lastly, if you had one thing to tell Mr. Kirkland, aka Puda, for him to get ready, what would be your message to him? Because we watched the video, we got another boy that's fighting, and somebody shot him a video on Instagram, and they was talking a lot of trash in that video.
Yeah.
So you give us a quick spot so we can show Puda what he got to look forward to.
Well, I'm not gonna listen. In the first fight, they wanted me to come out in this robe and all this stuff. We had like a little fancy robe, but I chose not to wear the robe. I just walked out in my regular, tank top or whatever, and I'm gonna just do the same thing. I actually got a really cool pair of shoes that one of these guys painted me these awesome shoes. So that's probably the fanciest thing I'm gonna have on is these new shoes that this guy painted.
So if you win, first thing I'm gonna say, it got to be the shoes. It got to be the shoes.
Well, make sure you take a look at them, because if you're gonna be close, you're gonna get a good look at them.
Yeah, take a picture and send it to me.
They're really nice shoes. My shoes are gonna be the best part of my outfit. As far as anything to say to Kirkland, all I can say really, I'm not a shit talker. Listen, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna put on a good show. You say he's ready. I'm ready too. So I wish it was tomorrow, but it's not. We got to wait another week. So I'll see you at MSG, buddy. That's about it. That's all I can say.
Okay. On the MizFitz, we trash talk on here, so let me translate for you, Puda. That means you better bring your A game, because this man is a 50-year-old warrior, and he's coming to bring you the pain. You better believe it, sucker.
Can you dig it, brother?
Like WWE. You better believe it, sucker.
Chris, man, we appreciate you for showing up today, man.
Oh, thanks for having me. That was great. Thank you very much.
Have a great night, man. Enjoy your run. Be safe. And look forward to seeing the fight, man. Expecting big things.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
See you later. Thank you.